and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the best wrestling-related podcast ever. This is Pillar to Post, which is featured on the best wrestling website ever, WrestlingRevolution.com. Hello, I'm your host, The Block, and my co-host, as always, is joining me.
I am Bobby Black of the Unsquared Circle. Thank you for having me on again, Block. Ugh.
No problem, Black. All right, well, today we're just kind of going with the flow. We kind of got some news items, kind of who we kind of won in the Hall of Fame 2011. Maybe they'll listen to it. It's not too late. We got quite a few months ahead of us that they could, still pick nominees. So, Bobby, I can believe you have some items to share. We'll just kind of go off that, and if we go off on a tangent, that is fine as well.
All right, well, we starting off with the Hall of Fame thing?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Well, I just a couple of people that I thought would be good, because they kept on the wrestling sites. They keep on talking about, who they're going to induct from WCW since it's in Atlanta, the home of WCW, or was the home of WCW. I'm hoping Sting gets inducted. I know he's got roots in TNA, but I really think Sting has deserved it. Lex Luger and the Steiner brothers were also some that I was hoping would get inducted.
Good picks. I could also see Sting. Now, I know people always say he's not. Well, first off, WWE went PG despite Raw's cult activities going on. So expect CM Punk to get fired, I guess, if they're going to hold him to the same standards as Daniel Bryan, but probably not. But I could see him, it's more family-friendly. It's Atlanta. Bret Hart said he'd never come back to the WWE, and look, it happened. So, Sting might, make friends with Vince. I'd like to see Trish Stratus in there for the Hall of Fame. Could see her back. A very good pioneer in women's wrestling and whatnot. And then I guess for another pick, who else could you put in there?
Disco Inferno.
Yes. How about, what the heck, I'll just say Steve Blackman. I respect him just because he got malaria and he fought back from malaria and he wrestles. And he put up with ridiculous gimmicks. And heck, they put in Coco Beware and that William Refrigerator Perry dude who didn't even wrestle except that one Battle Royal in WrestleMania 3 or whenever it was. So, yeah. Steve Blackman.
I guess. You're pretty right. Coco Beware. What about Vader?
Vader, yeah. How come I didn't think of that? Vader, maybe. What about Bam Bam Bigelow?
DDP and Randy Savage. Those are two other. I'm looking at the WCW World Championship history.
Mm-hmm. Macho Man probably not as much. DDP's still on talks with Vince, so I can see that happening, I guess.
Ooh, David Arquette.
Yeah, horrible champ.
I don't know. At this point, I'm just kind of running through the list here. I don't know. They could finally induct him.
Never make the Hall of Fame. Because, I don't care how important he is to present-day wrestling or how much money he makes. He is not Hall of Fame material. He doesn't wrestle good, okay? He's average.
I wouldn't even say he's average. I would say he's, below average. Wrestle-wise, he's, Mike's skill-wise, he's above average. I would give him that. But wrestling-wise, no. He's below average. Do you
totally agree.
What about, I guess Chris Jericho's not gone, so I guess they don't want to really induct him.
No, that might overshadow, they never want a guy really to compete with their main dude, which is probably going to be Shawn Michaels, who's going to be their main attraction there at the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So, you want to move on and talk about some TNA items?
Well, Block, we have a caller on hold right now. I didn't know we were really taking calls, but do you want me to bring him on?
Sure. How did he get this number? Unless it's D. Jose, then don't let him on.
Oh, it's 720. I don't know. Hold on. 720, you are on the air.
What about Booker T? You guys forgot to mention him.
Good wrestlers.
Yeah. You were bringing up list of Hall of Famers. Let's see. They could induct Randy Savage, but I don't know if the whole Stephanie McMahon thing got cleared yet by Vince or whatever the heck it was going on with Randy Savage, but they could induct him.
Yeah, well, we were talking about Randy Savage, and yeah, the only problem with Randy Savage is, I'll give Savage credit. He's an iconic figure in the wrestling business, but it's just like they never did anything that great with him. Yeah. He had 2 one-day title reigns in WCW. I mean, most of his world title reigns in WWE were forgettable. I don't know.
Good point. Let's see. Speaking of Scott Steiner,
yeah,
I know
as a tag team, as a single guy, maybe.
I would also say, okay, you mentioned Scott Steiner. This is big news. They're saying that he's supposed to be returning to the retirement center very, very soon. He's supposed to be coming back on the 27th edition of Crap Pact. So doubt he's going in the Hall of Fame, but it would be nice to see.
Yeah, well, we said the Steiner, not just Scott Steiner, we said the Steiner brothers. Because you know how WWE likes to induct one tag team a year? We were thinking the Steiner brothers. So, ADH, I don't know if you know this, but I just wanted to let you know we only have 15 minutes on this show, so we're just kind of running through some stuff. So I just want to make sure you knew we didn't have a lot of time.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right, so, well, let's talk about AJ Styles. I mean, he's going to be gone 6 to 8 weeks and possibly might need surgery. What do you think about that?
Think about it as in he's injured and he'll be out for a while. I mean, the guy gives it his all, and, TNA doesn't really seem to, really get behind him much. Yeah, they put him in a faction or give him the world title, which I think was a year ago that they gave him. Well, he had the title before then, but that's when he turned heel a year ago. Joined with Ric Flair. So, yeah, they always put their money and their mouthpiece behind random old people. So, AJ Styles, we wish you the best, but, they're just going to get behind Robbie E or whatever.
Yeah, I think with AJ, what they're going to do with him, what they're going to do with AJ is he's going to be injured, and then he's going to come back and probably finish up his program with Fortune and turn face, and then randomly turn heel sometime maybe next year or at the end of this year, just because TNA likes to do that. They're so face and heel trigger happy, it seems like.
Well, I think TNA is losing. We all know that AJ is one of the best wrestlers in the business, so it's just for AJ to be out 6 to 8 weeks and then possibly have to get surgery on top of that, it's just cringing, because of how bad TNA's been recently. I mean, the whole crap with Genesis where they had, the number one contenders match, and then they had the TNA world title match right after. I mean, really, you're going to have a big match of Anderson versus Hardy, and you're not going to give it, at least do it on an Impact so you can advertise it?
I guess you could say that was TNA's way of doing a Money in the Bank style thing, so to speak, but without the briefcase. They just said, okay, you're going to fight him and you're going to lose. But we all knew it was coming anyway.
Well, it's not like you have the choice.
Yeah.
I think they're just scared that Jeff's going to jail, so that's why they wanted to get that out of the way. And speaking of jail, did you guys hear that Mike Adamle was arrested?
Yep. Interesting stuff. I wonder what English language words he used to try to box his way out of his arrest, so to speak, but I guess he went in.
How'd they know he was drunk? He's always, mispronouncing things. Are you drunk? No, officer. No, this is just how I normally talk. Jeff Harvey.
Adamle and Jeff Hardy are buds.
Yeah. Indeed, it seems that way.
What?
What about that Jesse Neal?
Oh, yeah, Jesse Neal inks a 3-year deal with TNA.
Wow.
And they'll let Samoa Joe release this year, I bet you. They'll release Samoa Joe or somebody credible. Because they like to do stuff like that.
No,
Wouldn't
probably.
surprise me. Yeah.
Well, how will we survive without Inc. They need to get their tag title run in.
Well, we still got Rob Terry and, like, Orlando Jordan or whoever he's paired up with.
Yeah. I think Tomko should be a part of Inc. Tomko's got enough tattoos.
Yeah, he could fit.
Tomko and Matt Hardy. Fat Inc.
Did you see the video with Matt Hardy's new hairstyle? What the heck is up with that?
He's Tyler Rex's stunt double.
Seems like it.
It's edgy.
Right.
It's awesome. It's edgy. He just needs to put beads in it and, like, be edgier.
I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know. You guys been following the kid that's suing WWE for that Judgment Day match between Rock and Triple H?
Yeah, the first thing I said to myself was, what?
They took his childhood away.
This is statute of limitations, I would believe. And why didn't his parents sue? If this is just a thing where he wants money. He's not like he's trying to get money because, you know, whatever injuries he sustained back then. I don't think he's trying to get money for those costs of medical expenses. He's just trying to get money. He'll probably, you know, to keep his house from being foreclosed or something. It's like, why wouldn't the parents sue if he was that badly injured, or at least attempt to? I didn't hear they attempted to. There's a statute of limitations, I believe.
They should have sued 10 years ago when it first happened. I don't know why you would wait 10 years later.
Right. I don't think it's going to work. I think they'll just dismiss it.
Well, I think that I watched the video on it, and I'm not defending him, but I'm just, you know, what they say is that, you know, I'm playing devil's advocate here, but it's just like, you know, they basically have had a hardship because of all these bills, the medical bills that they've gotten, and so they're trying to get the WWE, they asked the WWE to help them pay some of these bills since it happened at their venue, and, you know, it was just because their wrestlers were, you know, out in the crowd and blah, blah, like that.
I think they got to pay him a ticket saying you accept getting punched by Triple H or something. I'm assuming you accept some risk when you do that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. So, hey everyone, I just want to plug on WrestlingRevolution.com our web exclusive content recently uploaded, which would be Grumpy Cheeto's Triple Threat Thought. The Bomb, Triple Threat Thought. Everyone should go check it out who's listening to this podcast at the moment or where thereafter. As a matter of fact, if you scroll just a little bit down the screen, directly down, you will be able to see the links to our web-exclusive content. Sorry, I just had to throw that in there.
Yes, and we hope you all enjoy them.
Yes. I'd just like to point out before we go off the air that apparently ROH is not going to put any more episodes with HDNet. Their contract is up, so I don't know where ROH is going to put their shows, and apparently Eugene is now with ROH, Nick Dissamore. So there's another bum on ROH's roster. That probably does not help ROH's credibility in some internet fans' eyes.
Jose, would you like to plug Top Rope TV really quick?
Yeah, Top Rope TV every Monday night with Zamario, blog TV /people/Zamario. We do an hour-long show talking about Raw, and we rant and rave about current wrestling today. So check us out.
And I do believe there's a link and to Zamario's profile on the roster page, and I'm going to try to figure out how we can make that a little bit easier for people to find, but so anyway, Block, I think you need to take us out.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on Pillar to Post, a little abbreviated session. But coming for the Royal Rumble, we have our normal kind of collaboration, probably accepting call-ins for your Royal Rumble picks and etc. So thank you for joining Pillar to Post. This has been The Block.
And Bobby Black.
And Jose.
Have a great week.